Can the Chiefs repeat in 2025? Examining their path to the Super Bowl. The Chiefs' legacy. The Kansas City Chiefs entered the 2025 offseason as the NFL's gold standard, having reached 5 Super Bowls in 6 years, 2019 to 2024, and winning 3 LVII. Their 2024 season, however, ended in disappointment with a 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, halting their bid for a historic three-peat. Despite the defeat, the Chiefs' 15-2 regular season record, best since 2020, showcased their dominance. Patrick Mahomes threw for 4,803 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 589 rushing yards, earning his third MVP per Pro Football Reference. Travis Kelce, though showing signs of age at 35, led the team with 97 receptions for 823 yards, while Chris Jones anchored a defense that ranked 11th in points allowed, 20.1 per game, with 6.5 sacks. Under Andy Reid, the Chiefs have achieved 12 straight winning seasons, a 73.3% win rate, and 9 consecutive AFC West titles. Their 2024 playoff run included a 23-14 divisional round win over Houston, where Mahomes went 7-0 in such games, and a 32-29 AFC Championship victory over Buffalo, sealed by Xavier Worthy's 68-yard touchdown. Reid's innovative offense, averaging 29.2 points per game, and Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive defense, 39 sacks, have made Kansas City a perennial contender. Ex-posts from at Chiefs Kingdom reflect unwavering confidence, calling the Chiefs the team to beat, despite the Super Bowl loss. The roster's strength. The Chiefs' 2025 roster remains loaded with talent but faces transition. Strengths. Mahomes, 29, is the NFL's best quarterback, capable of masking flaws with his improvisational brilliance, 67.5% completion, 8.1 yards per attempt in 2024. The receiving core, Rashee Rice, 1,025 yards, Worthy, 879 yards, and Hollywood Brown, offers speed and depth, while Kelce's football IQ ensures red zone reliability. The offensive line, led by center Creed Humphrey and franchise-tagged guard Trey Smith, ranked 5th in pass-blocking efficiency, per PFF. Defensively, Jones and edge rusher George Karlaftis, 8 sacks, form a formidable front, and cornerback Trent McDuffie's 4 interceptions earned All-Pro honors. The secondary, with rookie Noel Williams's 7 picks, is a strength. Free agency moves. GM Brett Veach addressed needs aggressively. Signing left tackle Jalen Moore, $30 million, 2 years, aims to stabilize a line that allowed 6 sacks in Super Bowl 59, though his 12 career starts raise concerns. Cornerback Christian Fulton, $20 million, 2 years, bolsters the secondary, but his hamstring issues are a risk. Running back Elijah Mitchell's 1-year deal adds 4.38 speed to complement Pacheco, though his injury history, 27 games in 3 years, is worrisome. Key losses include guard Joe Thuney, traded to Chicago, safety Justin Reed, Saints, $31.5 million, and defensive tackles Tershawn Wharton, Panthers, and Derek Nady, thinning the defensive line. Draft picks. The Chiefs' 2025 draft, with 8 selections, targeted trenches and depth. First-rounder Josh Simmons, Ohio State, LT, is a potential franchise tackle despite a 2024 knee injury, setting up a battle with Moore. Second-round defensive tackle Omar Normanlott, Washington, and third-round edge rusher Ashton Gillette, Louisville, address the pass rush, with Normanlott projected as a rotational piece, 90.0 PFF pass rush grade. Third-round corner Noel Williams, Cal, adds special teams value, while fourth-round receiver Jalen Royals, Utah State, and seventh-round running back Brashard Smith, SMU, bring YAC ability. Fifth-round linebacker Jeffrey Bassa, Oregon, is a developmental blitzer. ESPN gave the class an A-, noting Simmons's upside. Weaknesses: the offensive line's left side, Moore and Swamataya, 48.2 PFF pass-blocking grade, isn't proven, risking pressure on Mahomes. The defensive tackle position, with only Jones, Jerry Tillery, and Mike Pennell, lacks depth, and the pass rush, 39 sacks, 19th in NFL, needs youth beyond Karlaftis. Running back depth is thin with Pacheco's contract expiring and Mitchell's injury concerns. Kelce's age-related decline, 8.5 yards per catch, career low, and Jawan Taylor's $20 million cap hit at right tackle, potential 2026 cut, are looming issues. Navigating the schedule. The Chiefs' 2025 schedule, per the playoffs, features 9 home games and 8 road games, a slight edge due to the NFL's 17-game rotation. They face the AFC South, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans, NFC East, Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants, and division winners Baltimore, Buffalo, and Detroit, alongside AFC West rivals. Key matchups. The Super Bowl 59 rematch with Philadelphia at Arrowhead is a must-watch, with the Eagles' dominant front, 6 sacks in 2024, testing the revamped line. Home games against Baltimore and Buffalo, both AFC title game rematches, are pivotal. The Ravens' Lamar Jackson, 452 yards versus KC in 2024, and Bills' Josh Allen, 4-1 regular season record versus Mahomes, pose threats. The road trip to Buffalo's Highmark Stadium, where the Chiefs lost 30-21 in 2024, is a potential trap. A Christmas Day clash with Denver, confirmed by Sporting News, could decide the AFC West, especially with Bo Nix's growth. AFC West challenges. The Chargers, under Jim Harbaugh, boast a stout defense, 18.6 points allowed per game in 2024, and Justin Herbert's arm. Denver's off-season additions and Sean Payton's play calling make them pesky, while the Raiders remain unpredictable with Aiden O'Connell. The Chiefs swept the division in 2024, 6-0, but LA's 27-20 Week 14 loss showed they're closing the gap. Reed's 68% win rate versus the West bodes well, but road games in LA and Denver could be tight. Schedule difficulty. The Chiefs face 8 2024 playoff teams: Eagles, Commanders, Texans, Bills, Ravens, Lions, Colts, Chargers, tying for the NFL's toughest schedule per ESPN. Their opponents had a combined .529 win percentage in 2024. With 3 primetime games versus Ravens, Eagles, Broncos, and a Christmas Day tilt, fatigue and injuries are risks, especially for Pacheco, 2024 fibula fracture, and Kelsey, 35 years old. The bye week, likely mid-season, will be critical for recovery. The road to the playoffs. The Chiefs are projected to win 12-13 games, per PFF's 2025 simulations, securing the AFC West and a top 2 seed. Their plus 800 Super Bowl odds, 4th best, behind Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Buffalo, reflect their contender status, though a step behind the Eagles plus 650. Mahomes' 14-0 record as a moneyline favorite in 2024 and Reed's 11-3 postseason record since 2019 suggest they'll cruise to the playoffs, likely earning a first-round bye. AFC contenders. Potential playoff matchups include Buffalo, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. The Bills, with Allen's 4,012 yards and 34 touchdowns in 2024, are a regular season nemesis, 4-1 versus KC, but Mahomes is 3-0 against them in the playoffs. Baltimore's run-heavy attack, 452 yards versus KC in 2024, tests the Chiefs' thin defensive line, though Spagnuolo's 48% blitz rate could rattle Jackson. Cincinnati, with Joe Burrow's 4,641 yards and a bolstered defense, is a wild card after upsetting Buffalo in 2022. Houston, with C.J. Stroud, could be a divisional round threat, but Mahomes' 7-0 record in that round is daunting. Health and consistency. Injuries to Pacheco, Kelsey, or Jones could derail the Chiefs, as their depth is untested. The offensive line's cohesion, Moore, Simmons, Swamataya, must improve from 2024's 29 playoff pressures allowed. Mahomes' 11 interceptions in 2024, including a costly pick in Super Bowl 59, underscore the need for cleaner play. Reed's scripted opening drives, 68% scoring rate, and Spagnuolo's third-down defense, 38% conversion rate allowed, must carry over to January. Can they repeat? The Chiefs' odds of winning Super Bowl 60 hinge on fixing their Super Bowl 59 flaws, offensive line struggles, and a lackluster pass rush, while leveraging their strengths. Factors for success. Mahomes' elite play, Reed's play calling, and a deep receiving core give Kansas City a high floor. The additions of Moore, Fulton, and Simmons address critical needs, and sleepers like Royals and Bassa could provide value. The home field advantage, 8-0 in 2024, and a favorable AFC West slate boost their chances. If Norman Lott and Gil Latte elevate the pass rush, targeting 45-plus sacks, and the offensive line cuts pressures, aiming for under 20 in the playoffs, the Chiefs can outscore any opponent. Potential hindrances. The unproven left tackle spot, thin defensive line, and Kelsey's age, 8.5 yards per catch in 2024, are red flags. Injuries to key players, especially Mahomes or Jones, could be catastrophic given the lack of depth. The AFC's gauntlet, Buffalo, Baltimore, Cincinnati, and a brutal schedule with 8 playoff-caliber opponents increased the margin for error. Philadelphia's dominance, 40-22, exposed Kansas City's trench issues, and similar teams like Detroit could exploit them. Prediction: the Chiefs will win 12 games, secure the AFC West, and earn the number 2 seed behind Baltimore. They'll navigate the playoffs, beating Cincinnati in the divisional round and Buffalo in the AFC Championship, but fall short in Super Bowl 60 to Philadelphia, 34-27, as the Eagles' front overwhelms the offensive line again. Mahomes will throw for 4,500 yards and 32 touchdowns, and Kelsey will hit 800 yards, but the defensive tackle void and left side struggles will prove too much. Posts from @KC Chiefs on SI remain bullish, citing Mahomes' revenge tour, but the path to a repeat is narrower than ever. What's your take on the Chiefs' 2025 chances? Can they overcome their hurdles and win it all? Share your predictions. Mahomes' legacy. Is he already a Hall of Famer? Mahomes' meteoric rise. A look at the stats. Patrick Mahomes has taken the NFL by storm, compiling a resume that sparkles with accolades at just 29 years old. Since becoming the Kansas City Chiefs starting quarterback in 2018, Mahomes has won 2 Super Bowls, LV, earning MVP honors in both, and secured 2 NFL MVP awards, 2018-2022. His 2020 Super Bowl 54 performance was a masterclass. Trailing 20-10 to San Francisco in the fourth quarter, Mahomes orchestrated a 21-point comeback, completing 26 of 42 passes for 286 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 78-yard rushing effort, clinching a 31-20 victory. His playoff prowess shines, with a 14-3 record and 5,097 passing yards, the most by any quarterback in their first 7 seasons, per Pro Football Reference. Mahomes' regular season stats are equally staggering. He holds NFL records for the most passing yards, 28,424, and touchdowns, 219, through a player's first 7 seasons. His 2018 campaign, 5,097 yards, 50 touchdowns, 103.5 passer rating, made him the youngest to hit 50 touchdowns in a season. In 2022, he led the league with 5,250 yards and 41 touchdowns, earning his second MVP. Mahomes has 7 straight 4,000-yard seasons, tying Peyton Manning's record, and his 8.1 yards per attempt and 219-63 touchdown-to-interception ratio reflect unmatched efficiency. Posts from @NFL of Kleiman call him a stat sheet destroyer, a sentiment echoed by ESPN's Adam Schefter, who notes Mahomes' unprecedented start. Is this enough for Canton? The criteria for Hall of Fame induction. The Pro Football Hall of Fame, located in Canton, Ohio, inducts players based on their impact, statistical excellence, and contributions to the game. There's no strict formula, but voters prioritize sustained dominance, postseason success, and influence on team success. Quarterbacks like Tom Brady, 7 Super Bowls, 5 MVPs, Joe Montana, for Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, and Peyton Manning, 2 Super Bowls, 5 MVPs, set the bar. First-ballot Hall of Famers typically boast multiple All-Pro selections, Pro Bowls, and signature moments. Young inductees, like Jim Brown, inducted at 29, retired at 30, are rare, requiring extraordinary achievements in a short span. Examining Mahomes' accomplishments. Mahomes' resume aligns with Hall of Fame standards. His 2 Super Bowl MVPs match Montana and trail only Brady, 5, and Bart Starr, 2. His 2 NFL MVPs equal Brett Favre and Kurt Warner, both Hall of Famers, and his 3 All-Pro selections, 2018, 2020, 2022, and 7 Pro Bowls underscore consistent excellence. Mahomes' 103.5 career passer rating surpasses Brady, 97.2, Montana, 92.3, and Manning, 96.5, and his 28,424 yards through 7 seasons outpace all but Dan Marino. His 5 Super Bowl appearances, 2019 to 2024, are unmatched for a quarterback his age, and his 73-22 regular season record, .768, reflects team success. Comparison with young Hall of Famers. Jim Brown, inducted in 1971, retired at 30 with 9 Pro Bowls, 8 All-Pros, 3 MVPs, and a 1964 NFL championship in 9 seasons. Mahomes, in 7 seasons, has fewer years but comparable impact. 2 MVPs, 3 Super Bowls, 2 wins, and record-breaking stats. Brown's 12,312 rushing yards were revolutionary, Mahomes' 28,424 passing yards and 50 touchdown season are similarly transformative. Gale Sayers, another young inductee, 1977, age 34, had 5 Pro Bowls and 4 All-Pros in 7 seasons but no titles. Mahomes' championships give him an edge. NFL Network's Rich Eisen argues, Mahomes' resume at 29 is Canton-worthy already, citing his postseason dominance. The case for Mahomes. Leadership qualities. Mahomes' leadership is a cornerstone of his Hall of Fame case. He commands the Chiefs' locker room, rallying teammates like Travis Kelce and Chris Jones with a calm yet fiery presence. His 10-point comeback in Super Bowl 54, converting 3 third-and-long plays, showcased his poise. Reed credits Mahomes' infectious confidence, noting his ability to inspire during a 24-0 deficit against Houston in 2020, leading to a 51-31 win. Ex-posts from at Chiefs Kingdom praise his clutch gene, with clips of his pre-game huddle speeches going viral. Elevating teammates. Mahomes elevates those around him, a Hall of Fame hallmark. Kelce's 12,151 yards and 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons owe much to Mahomes' pinpoint passes, with 51 touchdown connections. Tyreek Hill's 2020 All-Pro season, 1,276 yards, and Xavier Worthy's 2024 breakout, 879 yards, reflect Mahomes' ability to maximize talent. Even role players like Mecole Hardman thrive, with Hardman's Super Bowl 54 touchdown a product of Mahomes' improvisation. PFF notes Mahomes' 9.1 yards per attempt on play action, creating opportunities for others. Teammate Rashee Rice told ESPN, "Pat makes everyone better, it's like he's playing chess." Impact on the game. Mahomes has reshaped quarterback play, blending pocket precision with improvisational flair. His no-look passes, sidearm throws, and 589 rushing yards in 2024 draw comparisons to a young Brett Favre but with Montana's clutch touch. His influence is evident in the NFL's shift toward mobile, strong-armed quarterbacks, with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson citing Mahomes as inspiration. Reed's RPO-heavy offense, tailored to Mahomes, has spurred league-wide adoption of spread concepts, with 68% of Chiefs plays using pre-snap motion in 2024, per next-gen stats. At NFL CBS calls him the face of the NFL, a cultural and schematic game-changer. The case against Mahomes. Relatively short career. Mahomes' 7 seasons as a starter pale against Brady's 23, Manning's 17, or Montana's 15. Hall of Famers typically have a decade-plus of sustained excellence, and voters may hesitate to induct a 29-year-old with fewer years than contemporaries like Aaron Rodgers, 20 seasons, 1 Super Bowl. Mahomes' 95 starts are fewer than Warner's 124 at induction, and his 28,424 yards, while historic, trail Marino's 61,361. Some analysts, like Fox Sports' Colin Cowherd, argue he needs 3 to 4 more elite years to lock it in, citing longevity as a key criterion. Potential for injury. Mahomes' aggressive style, 589 rushing yards, 43 scrambles in 2024, exposes him to hits, raising concerns about a career-altering injury. He played through a high ankle sprain in 2022 and took 29 pressures in Super Bowl 59, per next-gen stats. While he's missed only 3 starts since 2018, a major injury could derail his trajectory, as seen with Andrew Luck's early retirement. Ex-posts from at Sports Vibes caution, one bad hit could change everything, a reminder of the game's unpredictability. Sustaining performance. Mahomes must maintain his elite level to silence doubters. His 2024 season, 4,803 yards, 35 TDs, was stellar, but a 40-22 Super Bowl loss to Philadelphia exposed flaws, with 6 sacks and a red zone interception. His 11 interceptions tied a career high, and at 29, he faces pressure to match Brady's late career dominance. If Kelce, 35, retires or the offensive line falters, left tackle allowed 22 pressures in 2024, production could dip. The Athletic notes, Mahomes' floor is higher than most, but Canton demands consistency. Mahomes' legacy. Hall of Famer or future legend. Mahomes is already a Hall of Famer in all but name. His 2 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, and record-breaking stats meet Canton's criteria, surpassing many inductees' resumes at similar career stages. Compared to Jim Brown's revolutionary 9 years, Mahomes' 7 seasons are equally transformative, with more championships. His leadership, ability to elevate teammates, and game-changing impact mirror Montana and Manning, while his stats rival Marino's early dominance. If he retired today, his 14-3 playoff record and 5 Super Bowl trips would likely earn a first-ballot nod. As ESPN's Matt Miller predicts, he's in, no debate. Yet, Mahomes' potential to become the NFL's greatest is tantalizing. With a 10-year, $450 million contract through 2031, he could chase Brady's 7 rings or Manning's 539 touchdowns. Mahomes needs 320 more. At his current pace, 4,061 yards, 31 TDs per season, he'd surpass Brady's 89,214 yards by age 38. A third or fourth Super Bowl would elevate him above Montana, and sustained excellence could make him the GOAT. Off the field, his 15 and the Mahomes Foundation, donating $2 million to Kansas City youth, and advocacy for diversity cement his role model status, akin to Manning's philanthropy. Future success is critical. Another Super Bowl in 2025, plus 500 odds, FanDuel, or 4,000-yard seasons through 2030 would make his induction undeniable. Challenges: tougher AFC foes like Buffalo and Baltimore, an unproven offensive line, loom, but Mahomes' hunger, per his "I can't go out like that" quote on X, suggests he's far from done. Whether he's a Hall of Famer now or a future legend, Mahomes' legacy is a work in progress, poised to redefine greatness. What's your verdict? Is Mahomes already Canton-bound, or does he need more rings? Share your thoughts. The impact of Andy Reid's coaching on the Chiefs dynasty. The rise of a dynasty. Before Andy Reid's arrival in 2013, the Kansas City Chiefs were mired in mediocrity. From 2007 to 2012, they posted a 23-73 record, .240, with no playoff wins since 1993 and a franchise-worst 2-14 season in 2012. The organization lacked direction, cycling through 4 head coaches in 6 years and struggling with quarterback instability, Matt Castle, Brady Quinn. Reid's hiring, fresh off a 14-year tenure with the Philadelphia Eagles, marked a turning point. His reputation for offensive innovation and player development, evidenced by 9 playoff appearances and a Super Bowl trip with Philly, promised a cultural reset. Reid instilled discipline and professionalism, transforming the Chiefs from a laughingstock into a juggernaut. He implemented structured practices, emphasizing film study and accountability, and fostered a player-centric environment with open communication. His open-door policy, as GM Brett Veach told ESPN, built trust, while his Taco Tuesday team dinners created camaraderie. Reid's coaching philosophy, rooted in preparation, adaptability, and empowerment, fostered a winning culture. Since 2013, the Chiefs have gone 148-51, .743, in the regular season, won 9 straight AFC West titles, reached 5 Super Bowls, winning 3, LIV, LVII, LVIII, and posted a 17-8 playoff record, per Pro Football Reference. Posts from A Chiefs Kingdom call Reid's arrival the spark that lit the dynasty, a sentiment echoed by NFL Network's Peter Schrager, who credits Reid with rebuilding KC from the ground up. Mastering the art of player development. Reid's ability to develop talent has been a cornerstone of the Chiefs dynasty, turning raw prospects and overlooked veterans into stars. His coaching staff, including assistants like Mike Kafka and Eric Bieniemy, tailors development plans to maximize player potential, creating a pipeline of impact players. Key examples. Patrick Mahomes, drafted 10th overall in 2017, Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for a year, absorbing Reid's complex offense. Reid's mentorship honed Mahomes' improvisational flair, leading to a 2018 MVP season, 5,097 yards, 50 TDs, and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Mahomes credits Reid's freedom within structure for his growth, per a 2022 SiriusXM interview. Travis Kelce, a third-round pick in 2013, Kelce was a raw talent with injury concerns. Reid's scheme, emphasizing tight end mismatches, unleashed Kelce's potential, resulting in 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons and 12,151 career yards, an NFL record for tight ends. Kelce's 51 touchdown catches with Mahomes highlight Reid's play design. Isaiah Pacheco, a 7th-rounder in 2022, Pacheco's relentless running style, 4.8 yards per carry, 1,087 yards in 2024, thrived in Reid's zone-blocking scheme. Reid's trust in late-round picks turned Pacheco into a starter, with 147 yards in Super Bowl 58. Trey Smith, a 6th-round steal in 2021, Smith became an All-Pro guard under Reid's tutelage, earning an 82.3 PFF run-blocking grade in 2024. Reid's offensive line coach, Andy Heck, refined Smith's technique, making him a cornerstone. Reid's talent identification is uncanny. He targets athleticism and football IQ, as seen in draft picks like Chris Jones, 2nd round, 2016, and L'Jarius Sneed, 4th round, 2020, both All-Pros. His coaching strategies, individualized film sessions, hands-on quarterback drills, and creative play calling empower players. Reid's use of pre-snap motion, 68% of plays in 2024, per next-gen stats, creates mismatches, amplifying talents like Xavier Worthy, 879 yards as cornerstone of the dynasty, ensuring sustained success. His ability to adapt, mentoring Donovan McNabb's precision, Michael Vick's athleticism, and Mahomes' creativity, shows his versatility. Ex-users like at NFL_Analyst praise Reid's Midas touch, noting that every player he touches turns to gold. Innovative offensive schemes. Reid's offensive schemes, an evolution of the West Coast offense, have defined the Chiefs' dominance. His system blends short, rhythmic passes with RPOs, play action, and deep shots, averaging 29.2 points per game since 2018, second in the NFL. Reid's use of pre-snap motion, highest in the NFL at 68% in 2024, and jet motion, 12% of plays, manipulates defenses, creating explosive plays, 8.1 yards per attempt for Mahomes. Signature plays. Corn dog, shovel pass in the 2023 AFC Championship. Reid's shovel pass to Kelce, disguised as a jet motion to Worthy, gained 19 yards against Baltimore. The play's misdirection, detailed by NFL Network's Brian Baldinger, exploits linebacker indecision. Wasp, Super Bowl 54 trailing 20-10, Reid called a 44-yard touchdown to Mecole Hardman, using a double-stack formation to free Hardman deep. The play, broken down by ESPN's Mina Kimes, showcased Reid's sequencing, as an earlier jet motion set up the deep shot. Read option, used on 12% of 2024 plays, per PFF, this play leverages Mahomes' dual threat ability, 589 rushing yards, averaging 6.8 yards per attempt. It forced Philadelphia's linebackers to hesitate in Super Bowl 59, though execution faltered. Reid's adaptability keeps his offense ahead of the curve. In 2024, facing cover 3 zones, he increased play action, 18% of dropbacks, boosting Mahomes' 9.1 yards per attempt, per Sportradar. Against Buffalo's depleted linebackers, Reid leaned on Pacheco's 97-yard rushing performance. His scripted opening drives, 68% scoring rate, and third down efficiency, 44% conversion, reflect meticulous preparation. Ex-posts from at KC Sports Network call Reid's playbook a work of art, with his influence evident in college programs adopting similar RPO-heavy schemes. Building a sustainable dynasty. Reid's role in sustaining the Chiefs' dynasty goes beyond wins. His winning culture, built on trust, accountability, and camaraderie, ensures longevity. Players like Jones and Kelce hold teammates to high standards, a byproduct of Reid's leadership. His next-man-up mentality, seen in rookie Noel Williams' 7 interceptions in 2024, mitigates injuries, as evidenced by the Chiefs' 8-0 record without Pacheco for 8 games. Key elements of Reid's approach include player empowerment. Reid gives veterans like Mahomes input on game plans, fostering ownership. His film sessions, praised by Chris Jones on X, reinforce accountability, reducing errors, 7 drops in Super Bowl 59 versus 3 in LVIII. Coaching staff stability. Assistants like Spagnuolo and Dave Tubb provide continuity, with Tubb's special teams ranking top 5 in DVOA annually. Reid's coaching tree, Doug Peterson, Sean McVay, ensures fresh ideas. Draft and free agency synergy. Veach's 2025 draft, Josh Simmons, Omar Normanlott, and signings, Jalen Moore, Christian Fulton, align with Reid's vision, targeting versatile, high IQ players. Reid's history with late-round gems, Pacheco, Smith, maximizes value. Reid's impact transcends seasons. His 148 wins with Kansas City, 4th all-time among active coaches, and 3 Super Bowls rival Bill Belichick's Patriots dynasty. By developing Mahomes into a generational talent and building a system that thrives despite roster turnover, Reid has created a model for sustained success. The Chiefs' plus 500 Super Bowl odds for 2025, per FanDuel, reflect their staying power, even after a 40-22 Super Bowl 59 loss. The legacy of Andy Reid. Reid's accomplishments with the Chiefs, 3 Super Bowls, 9 AFC West titles, 17 playoff wins, cement him as a modern coaching legend. His 282 career wins, Eagles and Chiefs, trail only Don Shula, 347, George Halas, 324, and Belichick, 333, and his 26 playoff victories rank third. Signed through 2029 at age 67, Reid could chase Shula's record if he coaches into his 70s, a possibility ex-users like at NFL climb and deem likely given his energy. Reid's influence on the NFL is profound. His RPO-driven offense, emphasizing motion and quarterback versatility, has reshaped playbooks, with teams like the Rams and 49ers adopting similar concepts. College programs, including Texas and USC, mirror his schemes, and his coaching tree, Peterson's 2017 Super Bowl, McVay's 2021 title, extends his reach. Reid's emphasis on player empowerment and analytics, 68% motion usage based on opponent tendencies, sets a blueprint for future coaches. His ability to balance data with instinct, as seen in Super Bowl LVI's game-winning drive, is a masterclass. Reid's legacy in Kansas City is a dynasty built on innovation, development, and culture. He transformed a 2-14 team into a perennial contender, elevating Mahomes, Kelsey, and Jones into Hall of Famers. His impact will endure through players like Worthy and rookies like Simmons, who embody his vision. As the Chiefs chase a 4th Super Bowl in 2025, Reid's influence raises a thought-provoking question. Is he the greatest coach ever, or will another title seal it? His ability to adapt, inspire, and win suggests the latter. What's your take on Reid's legacy? How will his dynasty shape the NFL's future? Share your thoughts.